Here we have the CMMME Prima decoder, and this quick video will show how to use with an infrared sensor as an input and to have an action of that. In this example we have an infrared sensor just here plugged into Prima as an input, and then we have a servo just here as an output. An example of this is that you've got the infrared underneath a track bed, a train goes over it and we want a desired action. So as the train goes over, it picks up the infrared signal and the servo moves. Train finishes moving over that point, disengages the infrared sensor, and the servo moves to and from. Again, train moves over sensor, servo moves, train finishes going over section, servo moves back. This can be used, for example, crossing gates. You could use it for LEDs if you wanted to, or relays to trigger certain actions at certain points. In terms of the configuration within the Prima settings, so our servo is plugged into this top line just here. Note that we've got a default DCC address as 101. This can be configured to anything you want. However, we're not using DCC in this example. We've then got our servo set up just here as a standard 90-degree movement to and from, 180-degree to and from, sorry. And then on here you've got your configuration for the input. So note we're only using one button here, that's button 1. When it reads as a push down or the infrared being active, it then toggles the servo movement to and from. In terms of wiring the infrared sensor, we're using one of the standard T5000 IRs that has a breakout board on it as well, just for ease of wiring. So you see on these you've got 4 pins on the back of here, each are labelled correspondingly off here, so push it upside down at the moment. So you've got your 5-volt power at the bottom there, your ground, and then your TX and RX. We only need to use the first 3 on that. Now your first pin here, the VCC, which is your 5-volt, needs to be powered from the 5-volt feed from the PC9685s, so that's plugged into the red one there. This can go into any pin, it's not, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have any effect on the configuration. And then you've got your ground cable on this going into the ground input switch, which is located just at the end here, or you've got an additional one just here. And then you have your TX or RX, one of the two, plugged into whatever input we're configuring, and on this instance that's pin number 1. In addition, you've then got a servo plugged into the PC9685s, obviously colour matching, so yellow to yellow, red to red, and then your brown to black or black to black one there. Another example of that working again, so hand over, servo moves, back off, servo changes.